Hey, this is Coach Perry. I'm with the Barnes family, and I want to especially thank you guys for being here and being part of this interview. It's very simple. Just want to hear about your experience within the program from your own words. And my first question is to Mum. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Shanna Barnes.
Amazing. So I was going to give your name away. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi,
Who do we have
everyone.
here?
My name is Sophia Barnes.
Amazing. So my first question is to Mum. Can you tell us a little bit about Sophia and where she was in her soccer journey before joining Greatness Academy?
Well, I actually remember this exactly because she was in a big tournament. We were in San Diego, California, and she had an epic journey that day, that tournament. But at some point in the tournament, we played a really great team, and her confidence wasn't as strong as it usually is. And she kind of felt like she fell short.
Okay.
And I noticed that it was something that was starting to become a thing.
Right.
And she's always been so confident when she plays. But at that moment, I could tell this is something we need to focus on. She can train all day and focus on her skills. She's got those things down pat. But I felt like the mental piece of this was something that I couldn't necessarily support her in adequately anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's a hard road to travel to support an elite athlete and be your mom and be your parent and then also try to motivate you.
Right.
So when I was starting to feel strained in that way, I saw an ad on Instagram.
Okay.
And I saw your face.
Okay.
And it was like you were talking to me. And it was literally at that moment. And you were talking about confidence and mental toughness and how to help yourself are you an athlete that needs support? And I was like, yes, I do. So then when I saw that, I went to your site, I looked at a couple things, you and I talked. Right. And it was like match made in heaven.
Amazing. Okay, cool. So I guess since joining, what have been the biggest changes you've noticed in Sophia, both as a player and as a person?
She's always been pretty independent with things, but since us working with you, she's been more accountable for herself.
Okay.
So I don't remind you anymore to do things. You're doing it on your own.
Right.
Simple things like water or remembering to drink water or what you're eating or to do your stretches or do whatever you need to do. She seems to have become more systematic about it.
Okay.
And a lot of things have been implemented, I think, that helps her be an independent athlete as opposed to me reminding her. And I think her taking on more accountability has made her better as a player.
Got you.
She does things now that it's inherent to her now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So she's grown as a player. She's become more mature.
Yes.
Amazing. So looking back now, what would you say has been the most valuable part of the experience for your family?
Meeting you.
Okay.
I think that, it's been good to have another person outside of us that is helping her. Because now we can be more, we can go back to being parents more.
Right.
And not stepping on this side of the things where now you are able to take on that. So when something happens now, I don't feel an immediate need to have a conversation with her about it. Yes. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, she can talk to Perry about that.
And
then I can tell you something, and then you two can have that conversation.
Right.
Okay. And it comes off from you way better than it comes from me because I'm mom. Yeah. Well, we're in England. I'm mom. And, when you're talking to her, she looks to you for that.
Right.
So it just changes the perspective, and I think she receives it better.
Right.
So, it was you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So it's allowed you to step back as mom and just watch Sophia shine and grow as a person.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay. Well, tell me, what are some achievements that has happened since joining the program?
Oh my gosh. Let me get my list out.
Wow.
Wow. What have we done? You've done amazing things. We her big bucket list goal was to make it to the youth national ID camp
Yeah.
in her age group. Checked.
Amazing.
Check. Right. She did the ID centers before we met you, and then after that she got called into the camp,
Yeah.
the mini camp and the national ID camp for her age group.
Okay.
That was, I think, epic. That was like
Absolutely.
an amazing thing to achieve. You're gonna
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
I heard recently that there's been a ranking in DC
Mhm.
and across the US. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, so funny. So I'll tell the story. I was on Instagram,
Right.
and there was a Top Drawer. They had a Top Drawer Soccer had a listing for top players in her age group.
Yeah.
And so I was just scrolling through, and I'm like, oh, we know this girl, and oh, look, she's on the list. And I'm scrolling through number 1, number 2, and I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, oh, we know her too. And then all of a sudden I get to number 8, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Sophia. You're on here. And it was so funny
Amazing.
because I had no idea,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even thinking about it. And just looking, and I'm like, she's here.
Yeah.
You're here. And I ran home, and I was
Just
like,
for clarity's sakes, that is ranking number 8 in the entire states.
Yeah.
Wow. That's big. Congratulations, Sophia.
Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So now I've got some questions for you. Amazing. Okay, so before joining the program, Sophia, what were some of the biggest challenges you were facing in soccer or in life?
One of the biggest challenges that I faced was being unsure of myself and just not believing in my ideas or
Okay,
not going with my gut.
right. And how do you feel like the program has helped you overcome that?
Well, I realized that if you just do what you think is right, even if it doesn't end up being the right thing, it is what it is, and it's gonna happen all the time, but you just have to keep going with what you think is right and
Amazing.
just follow up.
Are there any moments in the program that have stood out to you? Any sort of sessions that you had with some of your coaches that really stood out to you?
Well, one that really stood out was the visualization one,
Okay.
and I feel like doing that before games has really helped me just obviously visualize what I want to do, and it just shows me what I'm capable of and what I should be doing. And then I've realized that when I do that before, I have more confidence going into games or camps.
Amazing. Okay. And how do you feel like the program has helped you outside of soccer? So this could be at home or with your friends. How do you feel like the program's helped you?
I feel like that, if I'm waking up and I have nothing to do that day, there's so many things that you've given me that have helped me throughout the months that I've been doing this. For example, the mobility, I've realized that I've gotten really flexible
Amazing.
because I do it every morning, and it just becomes a part of my routine, and it helps me get through the day. So
Okay, cool. And how do you feel like the things that you've learned or, the ways in which you've grown as a person has influenced even your little brother at home?
I think that it shows him the right things to do
Right?
and what he should be doing to be the best. So,
Okay.
and then just being an older sister will always influence the younger one to want to do something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And as it pertains to, your friendships, are there any sort of sessions that you've had within the program that has, given you a better insight into the kind of associations or friendships that you should be having to help you with the results that you want to achieve now and also in the future?
A lot of the relationships that I have been looking into, not unlocking, but just being around is people who have the same mindset as me.
Right.
And that will, since they have the same mindset, they have the same standards, expectations for themselves. so they'll also have them for me too. So if they see me doing something that they know that I shouldn't be doing or
Yeah.
isn't up to our
Yeah,
standards,
they can
they'll
hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. And share with us, I'm sure a lot of people want to know, where does Sophia Barnes see herself in 1 to 2 years from now?
Wow. In 1 to 2 years, I feel like I will be doing things that are obviously really great, but in 1 to 2 years, I feel like I won't be my best, but I feel like after doing this for a long time, I can use the exercises and they're just like a normal part of life that I like a thing that I do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Awesome. What would you say, Sophia, to an athlete that's thinking about joining the program?
I think that they should definitely join because it's not only like things that all athletes have, it can be specific to what you have. So if you're struggling with things like me, then you can get exercises to help you with that. And obviously it won't be fixed right at once, but you just have to go on a journey to fix it.
That's it. Absolutely. And Shanna, mum, share with us, what would you say to another family that's thinking about enrolling their athlete into the program and are sitting on the fence? What would you say to them?
I know exactly what to say because a mom that I spoke to that you shared with me before we joined,
Right.
she told this to me, and this is what made me change my mind and decide to do it. It's an investment in them,
Right.
and that investment is for life. So this is not a quick fix. This is not something that, you're not trying to lose 5 pounds. You're trying to change your thinking and
Yes.
the way you perceive yourself.
Right.
And I think that everything that she's done
Yeah.
with you will last forever for the rest of her
Amazing.
life.
Amazing.
So
Absolutely. Brilliant. And that is the purpose of the program. That is the ethos, to transform the lives of young athletes and set them up for success, not just in soccer, but in years to come when they're faced with adversity, when they need to rise into leadership roles in the future, and ultimately becoming the greatest version of themselves for life. And yeah, we've had a great journey so far.
Yeah.
More work to be done.
yes.
The journey continues.